Hi, this is Jace Newsback, Senior Product Specialist for Aphex. You know, Aphex has been around for over 35 years now, creating high-quality professional audio products. And at the new Aphex, we're taking everything to the next level. So, kick back and relax as we introduce you to the feature set of one of our most popular products. Exciter. This is a brand new product for 2011. It's the newest and best version of our popular Aural Exciter and Big Bottom processors. The Aural Exciter adds detail and clarity to the top frequencies while adding punch and depth to the bass frequencies. Because of our unique approach to processing, Exciter can do its job without adding any noise or output level to the signal. This is very different to the conventional approach that uses EQ, which boosts noise and output level. Before I tell you too much about where we are, I'd like to tell you a little bit about where we've been. In 1975, the original Aural Exciter came out. It was instantly accepted by the recording industry. At that time, you couldn't even buy one. You had to rent one for $30 a minute. But artists and producers were willing to pay that amount because it made such a big difference in the sound quality of their album. In the last 35 years, it's a very common sight to see in CD liner notes mixed with the Aphex Aural Exciter. In 1992, we came out with the optical Big Bottom processor. This did for the low frequencies what the Aural Exciter did for the high frequencies. So now we had a very balanced product offering both low and high frequency enhancement in one unit. Exciter also improves speech intelligibility. The Audio Engineering Society actually put out a white paper on the subject that confirms this. This is because of the way we use harmonics to extend the high frequency range. It adds a percussive edge to consonants, making the words easier to understand. So how does it work? The first thing that I need to explain is that we never process the entire signal. The input signal goes directly to the output, but we take a send from the input and we process in a sidechain. Then we add that processed sound back to the input signal. On the Big Bottom, you have a low-pass filter. This can be set anywhere from 60 Hz to 200 Hz. In this example, I've set it to 80 Hz. On the Aural Exciter, you have a high-pass filter. This can be set anywhere from 600 Hz to 5 kHz. In this example, I've set it to 2 kHz. So now only frequencies below the low-pass filter and above the high-pass filter are processed. Frequencies in between the low and high-pass filter are phase canceled because we're only adding the low and high processing back to the input signal. The frequencies below the low-pass filter are compressed, but we add even order harmonics to the frequencies above the high-pass filter. The drive knob increases the compression in the Big Bottom circuit, while the harmonics knob adds more harmonic content to the signal. Then we use the amount knobs to mix the process signal back with the input signal. So on the optical Big Bottom, first we set the low-pass filter, then we use the drive control to increase compression, and then we use the amount knobs to mix the signal back to the input signal. On the Aural Exciter, first we set the high-pass filter, then we use the harmonics knob to decide how much harmonic content we want to add, and then we use the amount knob to send the process signal back to the input signal. So how do you hook it up? Here's the back panel. The unit provides balanced quarter-inch inputs and outputs, however unbalanced cables can be used. It also offers balanced inputs and outputs on XLR connectors. A +4 -10 operation level switch is also provided. So where in the signal should you use an Aural Exciter and Big Bottom? First of all, each unit has two individual mono processors. Each processor includes an Aural Exciter and optical Big Bottom. You can turn down the amount knob on the Big Bottom or the Aural Exciter and just use one or the other if you wish. There may be times when only high or low enhancement is required. You can insert the exciter on individual channels. For example, you can insert one side of the exciter on a vocal while you insert the other side on an acoustic guitar. You can also insert the exciter on a bus, perhaps background vocals or percussion. When you use the exciter on the main outputs, it should be the last device in your chain before your crossovers and power amps. Applications. The exciter can certainly be used in the studio as we've discussed, but it's actually even more popular for live performance. DJs love the Big Bottom processor because they can extend their bass frequencies without even having a subwoofer. In fact, the Big Bottom is a smart dynamic circuit, meaning that as the volume in bass frequencies changes, the Big Bottom will keep them consistent. Exciter is perfect for TV and radio broadcast as it cleans up their audio before it hits the air. Exciter is also very important for commercial installation. Think about places like shopping malls, sports arenas, and airports. They're always sending out messages over small speakers and large acoustic spaces, making them hard to understand. Using the aural exciter, the speech intelligibility is improved and we can all hear what they're trying to tell us. Finally, musicians love the exciter. If you look at the racks of professional guitar players and bass players on stages around the world, it's likely you'll find an exciter processing their tone. And that'll do it for this training video. I encourage you to head down to your local Aphex dealer and check the product out for yourself. And for more information, please visit our website at www.aphex.com. Thanks for watching.